Okay, let's see. Who do we have? Nope, not there yet. Also not there yet. Oh, I suppose we could have lunch with Sylvain and Ingrid and Felix and Annette. Oh no, we just had dinner with Annette, so we can't do those two. Where's my fish sandwich? These two, let's go. Flame the Dragonborn.
After the fighting's done, we should all go on a gourmet's journey around the world. What say you?
That sounds like fun. What do you think, Professor? Up for a culinary adventure?
So in a modern day AU, these two run a food blog. Just saying. Okay, support. Let me just go through the pairings to see if I can get anybody else help. We don't have the do until the chapter after the next one. We can't take Felix and Annette because Annette already had the meal. We can take Ferdinand and Dorothea, I think. Let's go. Do you both like the two fish saute? No. What do you guys like? That's Dorothea and Ferdinand. Onion croton soup, suckered in cream. Suckered in cream it is. Let's go.
The food here is simple, but well prepared. A meal can be delicious without being fancy.
Come again? I've never heard a nobleman say anything like that.
Well, at least she's no longer dissing on him being there. That's progress. That's a good step in the right direction. We already had a meal with Casper and Hilda. We had Bernadetta and Linhart. Petra and Ignaz. Let's go. These two enjoy the fisherman's bounty, so let's go. Where is he? Ignaz. There we go.
I would be like you.
They were still missing a support, yes. Okay. We had Raphael and Flame. Lysithia and Hanuman. I just want to make sure that if I have anybody left over who actually needs like more supports, that I pick them. But I think Lysithia and Hanuman is good. So let's go with that. Lysithia and Hanuman.
Professor, I apologize for the uncomfortable atmosphere between us.
Hold on. I'm afraid I am to blame. I apologize for making it awkward for the two of you.
That's character growth. Good job, Hanuman. And we have one more support to watch. Not between these two, but between Yuri and Balthus. Let's go.
Oh, this is pointless. My head's about to split in two.
Wow, Balthus, what's with you, friend? Never seen you so deep in thought. Next thing I know, snow will be dumping out of the sky here in Abyss.
Shut your trap. I'm driving myself crazy over here. Got a lot on my mind, okay?
Like?
Ah, fine. You know how I never got any stories out of you the other day?
How could I forget? I won every last round. It was clear that both Lady Luck and the goddess herself had given up on you. Your powers of deliberation weren't any help either.
You caught me off my stride, got it? But it was clear I'd never win a story from you, so I went digging.
Uh-huh.
I was especially curious about that crest of yours, so I went rifling around for a lead. I got to thinking.
You must have time on your hands if you're spending it thinking. Well, let's hear it.
There's a story they tell where my mom grew up. Long ago, the village got in a squabble with some folks looking to conquer the place. A village elder gave some holy red stuff to their wounded soldiers. Some kind of liquid, who knows? After she did that, some of them made a complete recovery, against all odds. The rest of them were changed, but not for the better. They up and vanished before long.
And then?
Crests suddenly manifested for the ones who survived. They weren't inherited or gifted by the goddess. It's a real thinker, yeah? A real thinker.
Near death but survived, despite all odds. Wait, the elder whom my mom saved. Could he have used something similar?
The miracle of blood transfusions. And yeah, I'm guessing blood types still apply even when you have Nabatean blood, because giving the wrong blood type to a person with an incompatible blood type will actually kill them. So, makes sense that only some of them survived.
No, it can't be. Yet, something here is unsettling in its familiarity.
Hit the mark, did I?
I don't know whether you hit the mark or missed it entirely, but your story was a cute one, regardless.
Damn, Yuri.
The truth is, I've been trying to sort out who I am, and well, I haven't been successful in it. I don't even know whether my mother is truly my birth mother, or why it is I have this crest. At this point, I have nothing but speculations. Maybe I'll sink into my grave without ever knowing the truth.
Lots of things in life don't have an answer. Just pick the story you like best and run with it.
Okay.
That's better than finding out a truth you can't live with. You can really mess your head up like that.
Damn it, you're right. To think that something so trivial could bother someone like me.
Look who's a quick learner. Thinking too much will sap your energy, pal. I avoid it whenever possible. In fact, it's been ages since I last thought so deeply. My head is really hurting now. But if that old legend is true, what was that holy red stuff? What happened to the vanished soldiers? Once I start thinking about all that, I keep going round and round in my head. And then it's dawn. And then it's nightfall. And then it's dawn again. And...
Hey, office?
Let me at him! Oh. Not a fight then. That's what I get for overusing the old noggin.
You damn fool.
Literally fought so hard he knocked himself unconscious. Oh my god. Don't ever change. Okay, I think now we're through with the... oh my god, we have a lot of supports now. What the actual fuck? We are not having meals with all of these people. That is, we're not instructing all of these people. Like, that's just not happening. We have way too many people who actually need it. So, yeah, I'm just declaring bankruptcy on the free motivation right now because, yeah. Let's move on. Okay, instruct manually. Let's see who actually needs it. So, do we have anybody who needs hidden talents unlocked? I think she still needs to unlock her riding. Yes. There we go, finally.
I guess.
Awesome. She has her white magic talent unlocked. He has his reason talent unlocked. She needs to get onto a Pegasus, so she needs more flying. She needs to unlock her lance talent.
I'll try to. How could...
Alright, she should be fine. I kind of want to help her out with the flying because... although no, actually she can wait. It's not going to take that long. She should be fine. Yes. Gilbert, we're definitely going to help you out. Because you need to get into Paladin fast, my man. You are completely useless as a fortress knight. And the rest of them should be fine. Okay, so now we can actually go for our group over here. riding. Let's go. More riding, and you also more riding, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Group tasks. Oh, right, we don't actually have the duo with us right now. Stable duty. Felix and Annette, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be leveling him up soon anyway, so that should be fine. He can keep on going like this. She can keep on going with that. Oh my god, we've reached a point where we're actually leveling up riding for her. That is ridiculous. This is good, these are okay. Accent flying. Accent brawling. This looks good. I think these should all be okay, actually. Yes, okay. Begin training. Let's go.
I'd like to confirm something with you.
Fishing is what truly calms me, but it is time consuming. What do you think I should do when a visit to the pond is too inconvenient? He is the one who likes riding, so write a story about fishing.
That seems reasonable.
Professor.
No. Thank you. Oh god, now we get to watch a bunch of supports. Yes, let's go.
It's just, I was wondering why it seems as if no one values their own lives. Why do we fight until we die? Why do we kill without hesitation? I hate it. I don't like taking lives, or even the sight of blood. In the last battle, some of the soldiers under my command died for foolish reasons. Those soldiers could have pulled back. Instead, they kept fighting and were overrun. Am I supposed to be satisfied with the victory alone, even at the cost of such life?
I'm gonna say yes.
Really?
Depends.
Trading someone's life for a bit of honor and glory? You'll pardon me if I say I find that repulsive. Just the thought frightens me. I'm not suited for
We're
that.
not just fighting for honor and glory here, Linhard. We're kind of fighting to stop a war and return the continent to peace. Like...
I suppose that's the nature of the world, isn't it? Professor, you take the time to lead me and guide me like this every day. Could the reason be that you don't want me to die on the battlefield?
Yeah, kind of.
That's a bold statement, Professor. But for whatever reason, I want to believe you. You really are a strange person, you know. Professor, I wish to ask something of you. I don't want to kill. I don't want blood on my hands. I just want to lie on my back and soak up the sun filtering down through the trees.
Well, Linhard, I have good news for you. We are going to use you in battle exactly once. We're going to use you when you have your paralogue. And we're going to put you on an enemy spawning tile, and then you're going to stay there for the entire battle. just to block the enemy from spawning. That is literally all you have to do. You just have to take a nap on a spawning tile. You'll be good. It's fine.
And I want you to help me make a world where that's possible.
Because literally his paralogue, there are 3 tiles in his paralogue that spawn enemies. And the easiest way to do that paralogue is to put him and Leonie on 2 of those tiles, put another one of your people on the 3rd tile, and then go after the boss, because that way you won't get any respawning enemies. Lysithia, yes, let's go.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training. I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it. You think I'm determined? Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that.
Seriously?
I mean,
what's wrong with people?
People are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crests a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy. Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name.
Not quite all of it, but we already know what the deal is thanks to her support with Hanuman.
I'm determined to someday be of real value to them. And that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left.
There we go.
Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
Was that her B or her A? Her B, okay. She must be one of the few characters that we do not have an A with. Yes, Balthus, let's go.
Stubborn little... That's it! Nighty night, sleepyhead. Guess that's it. Can't let lowlifes like you into Garrigmach. Nobody likes troublemakers. Trust me. What the... Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up on people. It's rude. But we can discuss your lacking manners another time. Why are you here? You following me, pal? Guess I can't fault you for that, since you seem to have been mopping up enemies without me knowing it. She really thinks I'm gonna try to reclaim my title. She clearly doesn't know me too well. Yet she keeps sending fools my way like the stubborn shrew she is. That's my stepmother for you.
Here we go.
Shocking. Remember when I told you my little bro inherited House Albrecht after I left? Well, he's my half-bro, and his mother is devoted, to say the least. She'd do anything for him. Sadly, he had the nerve to be born without a crest. And here I stand with a rare one swimming in my veins. She's convinced I'll return one day to take back my title by force. Completely off her rocker, that one.
I mean, it does make sense from an in-universe perspective. He has a major crest of a rare crest line. Like, there are not many people with Chevalier crests to begin with, and he has the major one. And he is the older brother, so by all rules of Fodlan, he would technically have a claim to the title.
If only that were humanly possible. Besides, I refuse to concede any more than I already have. It's best for everyone that I take the brunt of her malice. I can handle it just fine. If I wasn't around, she'd shift her beady gaze to my dad. Maybe even to my mom, who fled the house a while back. Or maybe my little bro would become the target of her good intentions. Can't allow that to happen.
Balthus,
And that's the bottom
you're a
line.
good man.
Long story short, you should keep your distance from me.
You're an idiot and you don't know how to manage your money, but you are a good man.
If that assassin's dagger took you out, everyone here would fall to pieces. How would I explain that? That's some big talk, pal. So, you'll protect me too, will ya? To think someone who can keep up with the exalted king of grappling would say such a swell thing. I'm a betting man, so I'll take the bait. Let's see if you really intend to protect me. Or if those were just pretty words.
Oh god, we're really getting one support a day. Yeah, let's go, Raphael.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you. Are you busy? I have a question about formations. I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize.
I would reckon that going uphill would make the battle slower, yes. And that being in a forest would probably also not be very helpful.
I don't? Then what do I have to know? I think I understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it. Thanks for the help, Professor. Brains and brawn. You've really got it all. With your help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight. Huh? Didn't I tell you? My parents were merchants of the Alliance. They died in an accident. That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis. I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant.
No, you definitely wouldn't.
Talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now. I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after. I probably shouldn't say this, but being a mercenary does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities, and no one else to worry about. But someone's gotta take care of my little sis, so that's out of the question.
She seems to be doing just fine with the grandpa, to be honest.
Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, and you don't have to worry about dying unless there's a war.
Yeah, too bad there has been a war for the last 5 years.
My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor? Then you probably think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh? But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too. You've got my sympathy, really. Not having any siblings, I mean. Anyway, that's why I've got to become a proper knight.
Speaking as someone who does have an older brother, I think being an only child would probably have its advantages, but also have its drawbacks. Oh my god, Felix. Okay, one more before we can finally move on. This chapter is gonna take forever.
I notched a win against you. True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past. It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout.
You will have your supports and you will like them, young lady. Yeah, God, we have so many supports. But the good news is a lot of these are A supports, so at least we won't ever have to hear from Felix again. Or from, who else did we have an A support with? Ingrid. We had a bunch of others, I don't even remember now.
From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse. suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother. Not unless he climbs out of his grave.
And if he does that, you probably have bigger things to worry about, Felix. Just saying.
Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against. You, obviously.
Byleth is like, who?
I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still. Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
You are welcome, Felix. Now please let me proceed to the next weekend. Thank you. We are so not getting to the final chapter battle.
Happy now?
Yeah, I am happy. That was a perfect result. Thank you very much.
How best to perseverance?
All right. We can switch Lysiphia's goals. Yes, we will participate. Let's see who we get. Oh, nice.
It is so much fun to sing with others. Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
So you got two people who actually like singing and one of whom actually needs faith. So that's good. Alright. Don't think we need to watch any of the supports right now. No. We sadly did not get the free increase for Gilbert. That sucks. Okay, goals. I need to update Lysithia. She can go from reason and flying to faith and flying. Because she does need to learn more faith. Alright. So now we do actually have the paralogue for Gilbert and Annette. I'm not gonna do that until they're in their final classes, though. Like, we're gonna leave this one alone for a bit. But just so you can see, this one, yeah, expires pretty quickly. You have to do it before chapter 18, otherwise you're not gonna be able to do it. So these are gonna be the first paralogues we do. However, we also have a bunch of quests to do, and we have a bunch of skills that need leveling up, and we have monster battles. Now, I'm gonna have a look at our inventory, actually. Because, oh, I didn't even empty this out, okay. Time to do some inventory management. I completely forgot that I didn't even get rid of all the stuff that we found during the last battle. Please get rid of all of this. Let's get rid of all of these. You get an iron axe plus if I have one. I don't. So you get 2 iron axes. And you get a concoction. I still have people with vulneraries? Yikes. Oh. Store that, store that. Okay. Anybody who has an elixir or vulnerary needs to trade it for a concoction, because vulneraries just don't do enough and elixirs are expensive. So don't want that. There we go, that's much better. Let's see. I wanted to check which of the items we still need, which of the specific items. So we have the sword. We are still missing the lance. And the axe. And the knuckles. Okay, so we're missing 3 mythic weapons. Let's see if we can get one of those from the monster battle. And let's see if I can get Gilbert onto a horse as paladin, please. Oof. Let's try. No, okay. Can I at least get him into warrior so he can have better movement points, please? Although I guess while he is in armored knight, at least he will learn more armor. So I could give him a knowledge gem. Okay, let's do that. Let's keep him in armored knight for now. I hate this class, but you know, sometimes you gotta make do with what you have. Items, knowledge gem. Where are you? Let's go. And let's go to battle. Oh, fuck. I forgot it's a bad idea to do these first. It's a bad idea to do the rare monster battle first if you want to farm for the items. So if we don't get the right item here, we're gonna have to reload.